and welcome to Coffee Chat Friday. We made it to Friday. Another week in the books, ladies and gents. So, look, I have my hair down. This is a rare occurrence. We'll see how long it goes. I do have my trusty pony here in case it gets on my nerves. But we're gonna try to keep it down because I always have it up. But okay, so anyway. So today's coffee chat, we are going to just kind of wrap up the topic of newbie blogging for this month, kind of recap and go over what we learned. And I'm going to go a little bit more into my Instagram strategies just because that is what I've got the most questions about. Okay. And I am by no means an expert in blogging and Instagram, any kind of social media, and parenting, and I just, just here trying to live, trying to do my best life. So for this week's coffee chat, it says, my broomstick runs on coffee, because, Halloween is Saturday. Tomorrow is Halloween, yes. We're not doing anything exciting. The grandkids ended up getting sick. So I actually made a post on what our plans were supposed to be for this Halloween, and those have changed, but left the post up because it was a good post. So if you were curious about what we were going to do, you can go to my blog, amazingadventuresmom.com, and read all about what we plan to do. Now what we're really gonna do is we're gonna stay home because the grandkids got sick, and just with this year and everything that's going on, I'm trying to be cautious of sicknesses, make sure it's ran its course through kids, because sometimes they can be well for a couple days and it can come back. So I'm just trying to be cautious. One of the reasons why is I am not in the greatest health. I mean, I'm healthy. I mean, I'm not okay. Like, I have health issues, but I'm okay. I'm sorry. I'm trying. My hair is bothering me, but I'm gonna leave it alone. Okay. So I have some health issues, so I have to be cautious. And then also my mom, we are her only lifeline. So I have to be really cautious in being around people because we have to, we take her groceries every month. And if she needs something, then we're the ones that she leans on. So I got to be careful I don't want to take anything to her. So it's a whole process. It's a whole process now that this whole COVID is in our lives. So this is pre-recorded before a live studio audience. I'm totally kidding. It's just pre-recorded, just me in here. Well, the cat and dog will be in and out, but I don't think they count as a live studio audience. Anyway, my coffee cup today is my Epcot Disney World Starbucks tumbler, and it's good. I got some yummy warm coffee in here. And so yeah, I really didn't have any questions about anything other than newbie blogging and Instagram. A few questions about, because I had put up some posts about just Halloween stuff. So like what we were planning. I've asked what other people, are they going trick-or-treating, or are they staying home? And so, I've got the questions back with me. Hey, are you going trick-or-treating? What are you doing? We're staying home. We're staying home. We will probably watch a movie with my son, whatever he chooses. He's not super into scary movies, so whatever he chooses, we'll make some popcorn, we'll have some candy, we'll eat something fun for dinner because that's what we usually do on Halloween, and just have a nice evening at home. We do plan on taking over my grandkids, of course, some candy because we'd already bought it for them, and it's Halloween. They deserve some candy, and they're not going trick-or-treating either, so we're gonna do that. And then, yeah, that's gonna be our Halloween tomorrow, which is gonna be, sorry, it's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fun. So I think I'm just gonna get into this. Excuse me. My sinuses too, just to let you guys know, have been crazy. I'm fine, just like sinus headaches and sinus pressure right in here. that's all I got. And so if I clear my throat throughout the video, I'm sorry. I do it anyway because of my allergies, but now my sinuses are giving me issues. It's just the whole thing. Anyway, let's move on past that. Let's get into the happy stuff. Okay, so let's kind of do a overview of what we talked about. So in the first official coffee chat video from me, I talked about, look, I had this all planned out. Can't think of what I'm thinking here. So I just talked about being a newbie blogger, how it was going for me, and what strategies I had used. And I encourage you, if you want to know more about that, if you go into my profile and go into the highlights, that's what I'm looking for. It says coffee chat. Pretty sure it says coffee chat. I think it has a little pair of lips on it. My little highlight, you know, the highlight bar. You go in there and you can find the first and the second video, and you can hear the whole thing. And then the second video, my wonderful friend Kat from our Perfect Messy Life. Now I don't even know if I'm getting her website right. Sorry, Kat, if I butchered that. But anyway, she is the second video, and she gives awesome advice and tips about analytics and your keywords that you need to, you know, get in the Google searches, and I mean, just some really wonderful advice, tips. So you definitely want to watch that second episode with Kat. It's a really good one. So, okay, so now let's get another drink of coffee, shall we? And of course, as always, if you have questions, now this is pre-recorded, but if you have questions, throw them down in the question box. There's no question box, Leisha. Throw them on down in the comment section, and I will try to get back to you as soon as I can. If you have a question for Kat, just say, hey, I'm trying to, you know, reach Kat. I think you can tag her. I think if you do the @ and then her, our messy perfect life. I cannot remember if I'm doing that right now, and I'm butchering this. Let me see if I wrote her thing down. I really wish that I would have, because I cannot remember for the life of me. Like, major brain fart going on here. Anyway, Kat, put the right name of your blog down, because I keep butchering it. So just go ahead and put it in the comments. You know, do the @ in your blog so that people know who you are. But if you want to ask her questions, because, you know, of her video, you can still, the old videos, you can put comments underneath those, I'm pretty sure still. So you can go directly to that video and ask that, and that way the person, you know, does, that you want to ask will get it. Or if you have advice and tips, go ahead and throw those in the comments today. We are all about sharing some good advice and tips down there. Okay. So Instagram. It has been an issue. It's been a progress. It has been I know how to talk. I know words. I really do. So it has been a process. That's what I was trying to see. It's been a process. It's been a process in learning how to get people to like my Instagram page. Just like it's a process trying to get people to your blog. But there's a little bit of difference because it's social media. Edward, go lay down. I don't know what he's doing over there. I'm sorry. But, so it's a process. It's been a really big learning process for me. So right now, these are my strategies that I use. And it seems to be working. I'm growing slowly, but I'm growing every day, even if it's just by a follower or two. Now, there are days when I'm down followers, and we'll discuss that a little bit more. So I got a whole list wrote out here. So I'm just going to go down this list and just tell you what I know so far. One of the biggest things for me, I think, is trying to keep engaged and involved and the followers that seem to be engaged and involved with you. You know, by being engaged and involved, me and Kat became friends. And a few other people too, Rachel, and there's a few that I just regularly am involved in. And so we've become friends, or at least allies, in this whole crazy world that we're trying to jump into, the blogging, social media world. So definitely be involved and engaged with your followers. Now, obviously, I cannot be engaged, involved with every single follower on my list, but I try to be with as many people as I can. You know, if a child is having a happy birthday, well, I'm going to wish them a happy birthday because, I mean, they deserve it. It's their birthday. If it's their birthday, I'm going to wish them a happy birthday. If it's their anniversary, hey, happy anniversary, yay, you know. If you see a picture, you know, instead of scrolling fastly through your Instagram feed, actually be involved with a little bit. Take a little bit of time out of your day and actually be involved and look at the pictures. I mean, some of these people are taking amazing pictures. They're having amazing trips. They're cooking amazing food. They're writing amazing blog posts. I mean, just, it's not really that bad of a thing anyway. So just be involved with your followers. And then look for new people to follow. I don't know about you, but I'm going to guess it's the same for everyone. It will say suggested for you. So go through and see if that's something that you want to follow. Like a couple of their pictures, comment on a post or something, follow them, and more than likely they're going to look at your post and say, hey, yeah, I'll follow you. I mean, it's not that bad. And I personally like all the different people in my feed. I have artists, authors, just parents, homeschoolers. I mean, I love it all because it's interesting to me. I love a variety of stuff. So look for new followers and really look at their page, and then, you know, like and comment and follow them. So we're all just trying to start out. So why not give each other a helping hand, a happy hand too. Happy. So I read somewhere, excuse me again, I read that the hashtags, excuse me, let me get your copy. The hashtags, there's like this game with these hashtags, okay? I have not fully figured it out yet, but it's going, it's churning up in here. So I read several big bloggers saying, or big, they're not ginormous, just bigger bloggers, you know, because I'm trying to learn off other people who've already been down this path, right? I mean, they've got to have some knowledge too. So a few of them, I don't know, some of them I had read several times that you don't want to have any less than 9 hashtags. And you don't want a ridiculous amount either. Although I don't know, having more, I don't know how that would have really affected. It just puts you in more brackets or what have you, you know, the hashtag thing. So I think try to have at least 9. That has been my strategy. I have a lot of times I only have the 9 because I can't think of like, okay, what is this post relevant to? So whatever it's relevant to, first I hashtag my own hashtag, which is Amazing Adventures of Mom, because I don't know, I just made it up, have my own hashtag. And then I think of like, is this a parenting? Is this, I always put that I'm a blogger in there. Just because, you know, you never know who sees it, and they might say, hey, yeah, I like her, I'm gonna follow her. And I have got some follows from hashtags, not a ton. It hasn't been like mind-blowing, but I've got some, so that's good. So hashtags, you know, try to have at least 9 or more, I'm gonna say. It's worked for me so far. And also, my friend Kat talked about an Instagram or social media strategy. It was called like the, excuse me, the 180 or something like that. I haven't fully looked into it yet because I just haven't had time to. I plan on it. But in her video, you might want to definitely catch her video because she explains a little more about it. She also said you can look it up. But yeah, so, you know, about 9 hashtags, I guess, or more. And then also through the same ones that are and others too, they're saying the best, to get the most engagement, do at least 1 to 2 posts a day. Because I know a lot of times some people get on there and they're like every other day they're posting something, or once a week they'll post something. But if you really want to get more followers and gain more traction, 1 to 2 times a day has really been working well for me. I'm sure you could do more, and that would be fine too. I mean, I guess, I don't know. Like I said, I'm new to this too, but I'm just saying that I usually try to do 1 in the morning and 1 in the evening, and that's been working out really well. They've been getting pretty good pretty good attention, and yeah, so that's been working pretty well. I'm sorry, I'm reading my notes here. Responding quickly, and I've said this a lot. I totally understand we are all busy people. I totally understand that you're a busy mom, grandma, caretaker, wife, daughter, husband, all the roles. We are all busy people. But just like I said, if you could take a little bit of time out of the day to react and engage with your followers, also take a little bit of time, whether it's throughout the day in little bitty chunks here and there. That's kind of what I do. I try to get on there every so often and see if anybody's made a comment or liked a post or what have you, and respond if I need to. But if you could even just do it like once a day, or even once every other day, I think would be okay. I think what would be, I don't frown when people don't respond back right away. I understand we have busy lives, but now if I had a question or made a comment on someone's post and they didn't respond back for like a week or 2, then I'd be like, this person's really not invested in my time. So, I won't ask no more questions or, be very invested in their time. So, I'm not trying to be mean, but that's just, be quick to respond to your followers. They're your audience. So you want them to be engaged and have a relationship with you. And this is something that I'll talk about those last. Keep your stories going. I still have problems with this. There are times when I still will wake up and all my stories will be gone. I have nothing in my story bank, but it happens so I just throughout the day, if I can think of it, I try to do like I do with my posts in the morning and posts in the evening. I'll also try to throw it through stories in there. And if something catches my eye during the day, I'll go throw it in my stories. Or update you guys on I don't get on there a lot personally. I really need to get on there more because I like seeing other people's faces in their stories and seeing what they're doing for the day. So I need to do that too more. I was kind of doing it and then I fell out of favor of doing it. So I need to do it more because I, as a follower to other pages and blogs and influencers and all that, I like seeing their faces in their stories and feeling like I have more of a personal connection to them. So I'm sorry that I haven't done that a lot. I'm going to try to get better at that. Something I'm going to work on. Make sure you're tagging people in your stories because, and I said this before, when you throw their stories or their post into your story because you liked it, you want more people to see it, it tells you that it was sent to stories, but it doesn't tell you who sent it to stories. So if you tag the person that the story or the post is from, tag them in your story, and that way they see it and they can see that hey, I'm really invested in your content. I love to see my stuff in other people's stories. That is such a compliment to me. I'm like, oh, such a compliment. I'm like, it's humbling actually. So just to know that you guys, like what I'm putting out there. So please tag me in my stories. I love to see them or tag me in your stories. I love to see my posts in your, and if there's ever a story you just want me to see, tag me, even if it's not mine. Tag me and say, hey, Amazing Adventures Mom, look at this, don't mind at all. And then I was saying before that, every day my numbers grow, and there are days that my numbers, I can grow 15 people one day. I'm just making numbers here. And the next day I can be down 10. And a lot of that is the fake or the troll accounts. So just be wary of that, and just know, just because your numbers fall one day, don't take it personal. Don't be caught up on those numbers. You know, obviously we want our pages to grow. We want people to come to our blogs. We want, you know, interaction and all this stuff, but you know, let's not let ourselves get down on it, because it happens to all of us. So fake accounts, fake followers are the ones that follow you. You have to watch them. You know, they'll have like a normal name or sometimes an off-the-wall name, but just click on their profile and you can tell, like, they have 4 followers and they're following 100 people. They're trying to get followers, but you know, it's a picture of, you know, I'm sorry, I'm not trying to call out men, but most of the times it's a picture of a man, and he's either a soldier, a single father, a doctor, or some kind of wealthy thing that they're flaunting on what they have on their Instagram page. I do not follow these accounts back. Usually I just don't do anything at all to them. I just leave them alone and they'll fall off on their own. You don't give them any attention, they'll go away. You know, I guess those are more of the troll accounts. So my fake followers are the people that follow you to get you to follow them, and then they unfollow you. Yeah, that's been happening a lot. And I think that's shady. That's shady business. Like, if you have a business and you're doing that, that's shady. I'm sorry, but it is. That's shady. If I follow you, I'm not going to unfollow you unless you're a troll. But I tend not to follow the trolls anyway. But yeah, I've had several, like, so-and-so's following you. I'm not going to call nobody out, but you know who you are. They're probably not even watching this video anyway, but be wary. And know that this is part of your numbers falling and it's not your fault. So they're this big account. They have, you know, one person followed me. She had like 15,000 followers. To me, that's a lot of followers. But she was only following 1,000 people, like a little over 1,000 people. But I was like, oh, no, she just, you know, selected me. I feel privileged. So I'll followed them back. And I had, I want to say 3 or 4 in one day, but they were all kind of like the same, like, I would say they were probably friends or acquaintances, and they're like, hey, let's go follow all these people and we'll unfollow them, we'll have more followers on our list. That's not the way to do business, people. But anyway, so, and all the accounts were the same, you know, had huge followings and following very few people. So anyway, I followed all of them. They were parenting, lifestyle, you know, looked really good, actually really nice content and stuff. But the only reason why they followed me was so that I would follow them and they could unfollow me. And I just think that's shady. No, not doing it. So once I caught on to that and realized what was happening, I unfollowed them. I mean, I'm sorry, but I did. Just because just be known, that will not happen with me. If I follow you, I will not go unfollow you. So I'm just gonna do that, unless you're a troll or a fake account. Okay, and so that's why your numbers will plummet. A couple reasons why your numbers will plummet is the troll followers and the fake followers, unfortunately. Oh, you know what? I think I tried to brainstorm everything that I've been doing for Instagram so far. Like I said, I've only been in this since May. I do have personal accounts, but the personal accounts I'm not trying to grow. I just have, you know, basically family and friends I'm trying to keep in contact with, if that makes sense. So I'm not worried about those pages growing, but we are all trying to get, you know, this, I have this page for hopefully to grow my blog. Now, that's something Kat too, I'm telling you, you need to watch her video. If you don't watch the very first one of mine, watch Kat's, because it's very, very good. She's very informative. But she was talking about how Instagram really doesn't draw anything to her blog, and really, I don't think it does mine either, because nobody really goes in your profile, it seems like, to read your blog. Even when you put a big post, hey, I have a new post. I have been trying to be better at that, just because, I don't know, because I want it to get better for me. So I'm hoping that people will see that I'm engaged with them and they'll be engaged with me. Facebook has been, like, I have had a Facebook account forever, but like I said, I've never tried to really grow it. I just have friends and family on there too, my personal one. I started this Amazing Adventures of Mom one, and I don't, like, it's now like a business suite or suit or whatever they're trying to call it, and it's confusing to me, so I need to look more into that, I guess. Twitter. I still don't know what I'm doing on Twitter, but for some reason, I started growing. I don't know how, I couldn't tell you. I had 23 followers for the past, since I changed it over. Because it used to be my personal account, but I'm really not on Twitter much, so I just went ahead and made my personal, my Amazing Adventures of Mom account. And so I went from 23 to 100 and something just in the last month or so for some reason. The only thing I've been doing is I've been trying to be a little more engaged, trying to post. I don't know how many times to post on Twitter. If you know that, drop me a comment down below. So I know I go like once or twice a day and post something. I'm not witty. I mean, I don't feel like I'm witty or funny or anything like that. So like, I don't have anything profound to say and put on Twitter, and it's very political over there. Oh my goodness. And I'm not a big political person, so yeah, I'm kind of barely swimming over there. And then Pinterest, I don't know. That's just its kind of own thing. I don't know how I got my numbers over there. I don't really have a ton of followers over there. I don't think I've 100 over there yet, but I have a lot of monthly views, a pretty good amount of monthly views, and I don't even know what that means. I will be very totally honest with you guys. I'm new, and that's why I got on here. I thought maybe we could all be, you know, all us newbies could get together and brainstorm about stuff, but yeah, so that's all I know about Twitter, Facebook, Pinterest, and Instagram. Yeah. Oh yeah, also I want to talk about, so that's it. If you have any questions about any of that stuff. Oh, and one more other thing too. A lot of people do not know how to share to their stories. And so whenever someone says, you know, I just don't know how to do it, I try to explain, but I don't know how well I explain, but I'm going to try to explain on here, and I can't even, I'm using my phone to record with, but I think I can screenshot. If I can figure it out, I will try to put a screenshot of what I'm talking about here. Okay. So, you know where the little heart is underneath the post, and it has the little comment bubble, and it has that little, to me, it looks like a paper airplane. I'm not sure what they were trying to make it be, but that's what it looks like to me. So of course the heart is for you to like it, the bubble's for you to comment, and that little paper airplane lets you send it to your stories if you like the post. The only reason why it will not let you send it to your stories is if someone's account is private, set to private, and then you can't share it to your stories. You can share it to people, but not your stories. But the first line that pops up after you press that airplane, it should be share to my stories. So just push that, it'll throw it up in your stories. You can, you know, it's got editing stuff in there, you can edit it and then just share it. And that's all you gotta do. So I hope that helped you. And I hope I was able to get that picture up for you. Yep, so I'm gonna tell you a little bit about next month. I'm really excited about next month because holy moly, do we have a lot of holidays, right? Coming up. We've got Halloween's getting ready to pass. We've got Thanksgiving. We've got Christmas. And if you're like me, that entails of usually a lot of time with family. This year's going to be different. Not so much family time, but it's still going to be very stressful. I mean, it's, as much as I love the holidays, it's a lot of stress. So I thought, self-care would be a really good topic for next month's coffee chat. So my plan is, the first week I'm gonna go live and talk about how how I manage self-care during the crazy season. Excuse me. And then the second week, my friend Kat has agreed to, I don't know if she's gonna do hers live or pre-recorded, either way. She's going to do one, and she has some wonderful breathing exercises that are super easy, cost nothing to do. So very good self-care tips. So be sure to tune in for those. I'm not sure what I'm doing for the rest of the month. I know I will do another wrap-up video, kind of like this one, but I don't know if I'm just going to do 3 weeks next month because of Thanksgiving. I'm thinking that's what I'm going to do, and then, you know, then we're going to go into December. So anyway, thank you all so very much for coming to my Coffee Chat Friday. I hope you had a good time. Please put all your questions or comments or whatever you need to down in those comment section below. And thanks for tuning in. All right, I'll see you guys next time on Coffee Chat.